Alright, this should be going. Let's see. Just make sure that it's going. It's going! Yeah! Alright. Hit the button. Bam! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! We did it! I watched myself do it! Ah! It's been done! Sick! So fucking sick! Oh my god! Alright, let me rearrange my desktop slightly so that I don't have blue light pouring into my left eye. There we go. That's my lighting schema. Got the main light up above, which gives a yellowy tint. Got the white light to the left, and then I got my computer screens, which fuck everything up because they're computer screens. And they produce a lot of light. Fucking assholes. Like, look at this shit. This is what happens when it's white on my main screen. Ugh. And then when it's white on my secondary screen. Ah. So I have to keep gray sublime text up at all times to keep a naturalist lighting style. Fucking crazy. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Oh, hi, Vardic. Brood morning. Good morning. Yes. Well, good buenos. Muchas buenos to you. I'm gonna go pop up in an idea informer. Or no, a polly. Because polly's easier, I think. Can I just do polls in here? Oh, I can. Oh, but I can't, like, add options. Okay, that's stupid. So, that's good for some things, but not good for this. I am T. Best. Let's poll. I'm like seriously curious about this one, and there's a very genuine and pragmatic reason that I'm asking. So let me just post this. Today's poll. Best cities? Or wait, is it best countries? Fuck. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna delete that. Hold on. Remove. Today's poll. Best country to live in? Post. Pow. And then let me grab this. Hello, Batuhan. And then let me pin the message. There we go. So then that's today's polly poll. And y'all can do things. Hold on. God, I fucking love my hair. It's really sad that it's gonna fall out soon. It's really sad. If I can avoid it falling out, that would be great. Oh, hey, we got more than a couple people in here. All right, hello, humans. How are we holding up? How's everybody doing this morning? Economically, just in general, man. I don't care. To live in general, right? Like, so that means quality of life, cost of living, water quality, air quality. Is there a population of people around my age that I can bang? I'm sorry, hang out with. Like, come on, you know, a place to live. Where's a good place in the world to live? I'm talking to a girl right now who's saying, like, Thailand is the place to live, and I believe her to some extent. Thailand's not bad. But, you know, where's it gonna be? I don't know. Probably Japan is where I'll end up. Because, like, well, there are so many factors that make Japan a pretty excellent nation to live in, as far as I can tell. And it's kind of booming. And I love the culture, obviously. It just makes all of the sense. The issue is that Japan is not that much less expensive to live in. But if you can live out in an outskirt or a prefecture somewhere, then that would work. But I need advice as to where to live in Japan, because I want to be near enough to cultural centers to be able to have significantly high-speed internet and stuff. But I want to be far enough away from cultural centers to not be paying, like, Tokyo living. As Thai, it's not bad if you can ignorance to unjust political and have U.S. middle-class income. So, about a middle-class income, and you're doing great, and you just have to be ignorant of and aware of the injustice that's going on in Thailand massively on multiple levels. Right, because it's kind of a multiply destroyed nation in a lot of ways, and then a rebuilt nation, which is really interesting, but I think another barrier is that that's an additional language to learn is Thai, and Thai doesn't have the same, like, the same base roots as the languages that I'm familiar with, and that makes life way harder. Like, I can go to and comprehend very easily any country that speaks Romance languages. So any Latinate languages, I'm fine. I can just go there and live there and basically stumble my way through their languages because I know a great deal of Spanish and I know a great deal of Latin. I would probably either choose my own country, Brazil, or Japan when it comes to things to do, being happy and entertainment. I feel that I do worry about Brazil for a number of reasons. One of which is that it's hot in most places in Brazil, and it's just going to get warmer. And part of the reason that I want to move is because my current location is hot and dry. Now, Brazil is better because it's hot and wet mostly, and that's better, and I like hot and wet things, har, har, har. But that's better because water is important, and if you have enough water, essentially you can survive in the heat, but it's going to be hot. I really like Chile as well. However, of course, there are only a couple of safe cities in Chile. I like Ecuador too, and Lima in Peru. I forget, what's the capital city of Ecuador? Quito! That's it. So I actually do really like Quito. Because I've been there, and it's got, it's not as hot because it's up high. It's up up vertically. And there's a ton of interesting culture around Quito. Thai is a difficult language to learn. South and southeast of Brazil, you can find colder average temperatures easily. Yeah, but does that line up with major cultural centers and cities? I don't think so. And specifically cities with high expat populations. Because I want to be able to meet a lot of people from all over the place, a lot of foreigners from various locations. So that's an issue. I don't want to live somewhere that's like culturally unified, essentially. I want to live somewhere that's a melting pot, which is why being in the United States is a good idea. I was evaluating the Toronto area, or the Montreal area in Canada. Those are interesting areas. If they didn't have such bad cannabis laws, I would consider Bulgaria actually as a pretty excellent place to be. And any of the Greek Macedonian countries right in that Mediterranean region are pretty solid. I have a few friends in Sweden that say they like it. Only downside is that most people are socially distant. Yeah, that's my big problem with the Nordic countries and Netherlandic countries, is that moving there becomes really hard socially, and that I have SADS. I have seasonal affective disorder. So what that means essentially is that during periods of time when it's mostly cloudy and cool outside and such, I get depressed. I get depressed during the winter, essentially, is what happens. And so where there is more winter, I will be more depressed, basically. I need sunlight and stuff. Sao Paulo, also, which is the biggest province, also home to a city of the same name, which is the biggest metropolis in the country. Okay, yeah, I'll look into that. Hold on. Let me pull up a little majiggy here. That's not the right majiggy. Is this the right majiggy? This is the right majiggy. Yeah, that'll do, I think. Okay, so we'll go Sao Paulo, city in Brazil. What do we got? What do we got, Sao Paulo? Can I make this slightly more good for you? All right, most populous city in Brazil, 12.4 million. See, that's actually too large. That's too large. However, the place that I would want to live, let's look at a map, because I'll be able to find a place where I'd want to be immediately. So if here's Sao Paulo, I would want to live, let's see, where are ports? Sebastiano, Sao Paulo itself, and Rio is down the way this way. Okay. So I'd want to live at least this far away from Sao Paulo. At least by like Mogi das Cruzes and like in a circle around here. I'd want to live in these outskirts here. So I'd actually look at this area in here immediately as being the most interesting. São Vicente, Praia Grande, like this whole space. This is where I'm intrigued by because there's lots of water, transportation, really zooming out, like the ability to get across the Atlantic in the south, the ability to move around here through Uruguay and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh man, looking over here, Ecuador pops up as being just fascinating. Because I really like Quito. But Guayaquil or Manta would be much more interesting. Because then you're on a port city on the Pacific face. Like the most northernly Pacific face of the South Americas. Which puts you right into contact with all of Mexico and trade from the US, which is extraordinarily important. Right near the Panama Canal, which is extraordinarily important for general trade and back and forth and everything. And then crossways across the South Pacific from there and there. So then the next thing to do is to go undersea cables map. Because this is really what you want. So this is how you really determine where to live. As far as I'm concerned. You want to be somewhere where there are fucking undersea cables. Fuck, I don't want to search that with Google Lens. You can fuck off with that shit. Where are all the cables? So there aren't any that cross here. That's the problem. You see, all the cables, they come into the US, they come into San Francisco and LA. Sorry. 35 years in one map. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to go to the end when they're all there. Because I don't care about seeing the time-lapse, actually. I just want to see where they're all there. Number of cables laid. Fuck, why won't this go away? There we go. Okay, so there's down through here, and there's Americas, and... ready for service 2022. Okay, so down here, yeah, you can see where we're looking in Ecuador and stuff. Actually, Brazil is right there. Brazil has these cables that go straight to Europe. Bam. And then straight to South Africa. Bam. And then via South Africa, those cables connect straight over toward India and the South Pacific. Wow, Brazil is not bad, actually. Okay, that's really interesting. Because obviously the place to be is Japan. the place to be is Japan or anywhere in the South China Sea. Or like down in here. It's just the place to be. Or if you can get into, find a good place in Papua New Guinea or whatever. Or of course you can do well in New York. New York is fine. Florida area, you can do okay. But LA, San Francisco, Japan. Japan is truly the center point of all of it. And then, interestingly, on this side of South America doesn't look great. But this side of South America is baller. Especially right up in here in Brazil, which I think is where that is, at least. So then, let's go ahead and hop back into the map of Brazil and all these places. So here's our big, enormous state of Brazil, and it would be... So it's Natal and Fortaleza that have all of those points of connection. Hey, Brazilian folks, anybody know if Fortaleza is a nice place to live? How about the state of Rio Grande do Norte, or the state of Ceará? How are these locations? Or Recife, or Natal? How are these locations? How's this spot? Alright, I'm coming back to the chat. I haven't been to the chat. Language is definitely a bullet point. Very short flight from Rio. Santos probably. Big enough town, but not huge. I still really want to visit Chile. I love Chile. Underseas cable doesn't mean you always get less ping, but definitely better internet. Yeah, I care about better internet. I don't give a shit about ping. I don't play games that much. From Japan, if you try to play Apex in the US, you'll definitely get 150 to 200. Or from Thailand, you'll get 200 MS to Euro. Yeah, that makes sense. Recife, you live in Recife. It's around 28 Celsius average during the day. So, unfortunately, I'm still a Fahrenheit boy. Oh. I disconnected for a moment there. When you say 28 Celsius, do you mean some of the time? Or all of the time? Because that's hot. Actually, let me just see. Recife, Brazil, temperature year. Wow, all the time. All the fucking time. 80 something. Wow, that's rad. That's actually fucking baller. Holy crap. That's hot. A lot of people have lived only in one country, so they're going to vote for that. No, that's not, I don't think that's true, Sean. I think, here's the thing. I think the people who think that their country is shit aren't going to vote for their country. And they're going to talk about where they'd like to be instead. The United States comes up tops. Let's see, if I refresh. Haven't been a lot of votes, huh? United States, Japan, Canada, Sweden, France, Poland, Netherlands. Okay, so I'll add in Brazil, South Africa, Thailand, South Korea, North Korea. No, I'm not going to add North Korea. I don't even care. No chance. Netherlands and Sweden are definitely up there. Canada. Yeah, Canada's already up there. Oh, Mexico. Mexico. Por supuesto. Mexico is muy bien. It's humid hot because it's coastal cities. Maldives has an average 28. And you can go, if you go to around Sao Paulo, it's way better. Okay. The only issue is that Sao Paulo is not where I want to be. It's way too far south for like locations that I'd actually like to be. I'd rather be near this point. In the same way that I live in Southern California, right here, right? And LA is in a particular point for a reason. Like this is a useful point. It's not as usefully located as San Fran, which is perfect. But this is where you want to be. You want to be on this section here, this chunk. Can I add a topo layer to this, actually? Yeah, let me add a topo layer. Okay, so then here looking at Recife, because all that I would need, it would be somewhere near these areas, near any of these locations, that's just slightly higher elevation. Hmm. Oh well, I don't know. How big population-wise? I want to be near a city of multiple millions, but not in it. You could get $15 for gigabit fiber optic here. Where? Where are you? Sorry, Viriamura. I forget where you were. Definitely better internet. Language is a bullet point. As someone trying to flee from Thailand, most of my target have English as official lang except Japan. That's right, you're from Thai. Got it. You could get great fiber optic there, absolutely, but Thailand's got problems. Like, that's the issue, is I really like Thailand too, but Thailand has huge problems. So I don't know. I don't know if Thailand is the move. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Despite the poll being all about moving places and stuff, mostly I'm right here, right now, and exactly where I'm at. So how's everybody holding up? It's Tuesday. You know, we had our Monday, which is hard. Tuesday's sometimes even harder because you got to get up and get going again. You can't really fake it. Totally would not recommend Thailand. Okay, fair enough, man. I'll take your recommendation for sure. Are you planning on moving to a different country? I wouldn't say planning. I'm considering it, though. I'd like to move, well, I'd like to move out of where I am particularly right now. Because where I am particularly right now is getting too hot and too dry, and it's too expensive. I live in expense land, Southern California, right near LA, and that is excruciatingly expensive. I started taking cold showers after your Cyberpunk episode last week. 3rd day and up to 20 seconds. Let's go, Kibitz. Let's go, Laconic. How does it feel? How do you feel? What do you think about them? I just want to hear what you think so far, you know? Like, I don't think they're magic. I don't think it's anything magical, but it's hard and it's worth doing, I think. So, you know, what do you think? Generally doing great mentally and working on myself one by one. Let's go, Solar Wind. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, keep on working on yourself. What's the best thing that you've done? Oh, got screwed over by an exam too difficult. That sucks. That sucks, but you know, shit actually just happens, you know? Like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Whoa, bunch of okay. And one of the things Brazil does amazing is gastronomy. That's true. There is definitely good food value out there. However, that's true almost anywhere just because of global shipping. As long as you're near enough to a shipping lane, you can do okay. Did we have "you're going to Brazil" memes in chat yet? Nope. But the summer aren't as bad as Japan. Yeah, fair enough. I don't think I feel anything physical after all, only just day 3, but I feel a mental change. It took me like 3 minutes to get over the mental block on day 1. I was able to just step in yesterday. There you go, man. There you go, man. Batuhan says, I pour a bucket of cold water on me since I was a kid. I was doing it for the fun when I was a kid, but I do it to wake up now. Honestly, that makes perfect sense to me. That seems rad. My dad wants to move to the Netherlands, and I'll probably go with him. Hey, that's a great idea. If you've got family that's already going somewhere, stick with your family and go explore new places. Been watching since Vinland Saga, been motivated to self-improve because of your new arc. Let's fucking go, Max Tax. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's all I care about. Tons of things to do in Japan. Nightlife is great, and gastronomy is super high quality. That is one of the reasons that I'm looking at Japan, is because there are very few blue zone nations in the world. There's Loma Linda, California, which is right near where I am, in a Mediterranean climate. There's parts of Italy and Greece, and a couple Macedonian countries and things in that area. And then there's Japan. And there are a couple of, like, little spots in Africa and elsewhere. My friend from Texas has just moved in with her fiance in the UK. I'm glad she's managed to escape that state. I'm glad too. The UK has some good things going on. The UK also has some scary things going on. I've looked at the UK and I don't want to live there. It feels like going backward. Going to the UK feels like going backward. It feels like America is in a lot of places the better UK. It seems just like a better place to be. But the fuck do I know? All right, pour this tea. It was a place I would visit but not live in. I might live there for a short period of time. It really depends, I think. There are a lot of good cities and a lot of not so good cities. Not as bad as some make it out to be, but you'll hear arguments from both sides. Very, very fair. Very fair. Whoa. All right, let's see if there's anything new or interesting on the poll. Sweden, Japan, Italy, and Burkina Faso by a Burkina Faso fan. All right. It is landlocked, which is a bit of a no for me, unfortunately. What is the main problem? Recurring droughts and military coups. Significant gold reserves, domestic and external concerns over the state of its economy and human rights. Let me just go HRW on Burkina Faso. HRW. Yeah. Yeah. January, army officers under the self-proclaimed patriotic movement for safeguard and restoration staged a coup against the president. Armed Islamist groups, state security forces during counter-terrorist operations, and pro-government militias all degraded the human rights and humanitarian situation. Few efforts have been made to hold those responsible for these abuses to account. Okay, I don't think I want to live in Burkina Faso, okay? Okay. Cool. Easy way to check whether you want to live somewhere is to, well, check whether you'd like to live there. And I don't think I would like to live in Burkina Faso. Got a problem. Healthcare is a high focus, so I wouldn't want to live in the UK, the States, or any other place with a similar system. Though, what do you mean by a similar system? As far as I know, the UK's system of healthcare is completely the exact opposite of the United States. The UK has universal healthcare. NHS exists, like National Health Services, or whatever it is. It's fully free healthcare. The US is not like that. Very completely different places. As someone who doesn't drink at all, the pub culture and all that, it doesn't appeal to me. That makes sense. That tracks completely. South Island in New Zealand, but is looking at moving back to the UK. She hates all the traveling to get anywhere interesting there. That makes sense, yeah. You want to be close enough to stuff. You have to be close enough to stuff in order to live in the modern worldification. Japan is risky since they don't recognize fair use and copyright laws. It's really irrelevant because they would have to take me to court in the United States anyway. Because that's where the United States is based, or where YouTube is based, as far as I know. As far as I'm aware, I believe that is the case. In the UK, they have a budget, how much money they can put into specific stuff. If it's empty, you get into a list. Yeah, okay. There are some operations you have to wait for years because the list is so long. That's true literally in any system. That has very little to do with whether it's nationalized healthcare or not. But fair enough. I mean, a reasonable criticism of the system. But to say that that's, to group that in, because what you did verbally is you lumped that in with the US's system and said like, oh, it's just like this. I don't want to live anywhere that has similar systems. And those are two of the most opposite different systems in existence. So I feel like Austria is the best country overall. I don't disagree. I was looking at Austria at one point. Austria best, well, cities. Just live near Vienna. Let's see. Yeah, it's in a good goddamn spot. It's buffered against Russia by Poland and Czechoslovakia and Hungary and Romania, which is nice. There was a case of that YouTuber who got screwed when Toy filed a claim in local JP court. Mark Fitzpatrick? Totally not Mark? That guy? The Showpro Gambit. Yeah, it's a slap suit. This is fine. This isn't, this really isn't an issue. I don't mind this at all, and I'll happily just defend myself in court. and not pay legal fees. It's really not expensive or a problem. It's really not a problem. I mean, and frankly, court is so farcical in most places that it's not an issue. Now, I'd have much more trouble in a Japanese court because I don't speak the damn language. So reasonable reasons to stay in America or in Canada. But again, I'm pretty sure that the companies actually can't sue you. They actually cannot. Oops. Any of the European countries would be good. Also, America seems great too. Yeah, I think honestly, the easy solution is to just move north, to move somewhere in America that's not where I am. Exactly. You know. Not map. California map. Or actually just maps here. So fuck Sao Paulo. Go away. And then let me zoom the fuck out. And I'll get terrain out of here so that I can just see roads. And then we'll move up to the United States. Have you considered coming to the East Coast USA? I've lived on the East Coast multiple times. I don't like to do that. That is one downside to living in Japan. Also, the reason why there are hardly any Japanese anime YouTubers. I hard doubt that. Again, Trash Chase and Mike just said it. Trash Chase is in Japan and they're doing just fine. I think you're just wrong. I don't think that that's true. It doesn't make sense. And the legal paranoia is quite silly as well. I understand that Japan doesn't have the normal fair use laws, but I don't think it's an issue. If I were to live in North America, it would probably be in Vancouver, Canada. I would agree. I would believe. Trash Taste is under Katakawa. Oh, they've got some backing. Yeah, that is Big Daddy. So that's something. So I live in the Los Angeles area. I won't tell you exactly where because stalkers. But I live in the Los Angeles area. Close enough. So south is bad. North is better. This whole area is fucked because it's all good. It's all great farmland. It's all just kind of fucked. Bakersfield's okay, but it's too hot. San Fran and the whole San Francisco area is the boomingness of technology. And so I would love to live in the general area, like up near Santa Rosa. Yeah, just in the area. Too hot for you? No, it's literally too hot for humans. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the fact that there's no water. Where I live in Los Angeles, this is desert. This whole space right here is all desert. And then this whole space all out here is all desert. We have no water. The water that we're supposed to get is the fucking Colorado River, and it doesn't flow anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. We fucked it up. It's gone. So, it's screwed. Yeah, yeah, one-time anime-specific permission to stream. I don't care. That's really irrelevant. I'm gonna stream without their permission, and I'm gonna react without their permission. Why? I wouldn't get their permission. Are they doing much desalinization in LA? No, they're moving toward it. It's prohibitively expensive. It's a bad idea. Like, desal is not effective. But they're going to start doing it because they don't have water. And so it's going to make the water just as, if not more expensive as they begin to desal. Because it'll be a new source for water, but it won't be a great source. It'll be a very expensive one. That's fucked, right? Desal is the least efficient way of getting H2O. Yeah. East Europe is kind of underrated. Yeah, it's underrated because Russia exists, dog. I don't want to live anywhere near fucking Russia. Huh. Haha. Crazy land. Crazy scary murder times. Hard pass. Have fun when Nestle owns it all. Woof. I wonder if you're talking about desalination. I think you're talking about desalination. Desalination, desalinization, whatever. Stay clear of windows in Russia. Stay clear of Russia. Stay away from Russia. Don't live in Russia or nearby countries. What would be the top priorities for you in a new country? Safety, healthcare, things to do, places to visit. None of those. Those don't matter. Inexpensive, moderately safe, extremely fast internet connection. And then fundamental like resources. Like I don't want to live in a nation that has its own resources and can be moderately self-sufficient and has something to contribute to the global economy. Very important. I want to live somewhere that's booming, that's in a massive growth phase, and is booming technologically. Extremely important. Had internet cables cut in Scotland and Norway in the last 2 months. Gee, wonder what country did that. Yeah, it's fucking Russia. I've been living in Russia and CIS all my life. You kind of feel offended, lol. Get offended, dude. Get fucking offended. Your nation is attacking other nations. Like, get offended. I don't give a shit. I'm offended by the fact that Russia has been attacking other nations. Okay? So, offense intended. You should be. As a Ukrainian, I felt that. Yeah. Also, living in Japan and South Korea could be scary with China so close and North Korea there. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I would worry about living in Soko in South Korea. But here's the thing. South Korea is militarily excellent, is backed by the United States, and has a mandatory draft for all of their population. Huge part of the reason that their population is so damned healthy and effective, as far as I can tell, is that they fucking make all their young men and women go into the draft. T is attacking the country, not the people of Russia per se. Yeah, obviously. People are people are people are people. I'm not insulting your people or your culture. I'm insulting your damn government and everyone who follows it. So if you're following it, then I'm insulting you too. Yeah. Because, damn. I really enjoy living in any Mediterranean country, really. Greece would be nice, for example. Good people, universal healthcare, etc. I am looking a lot at Greece. I am looking a lot at Greece. I forget which city I was looking at in Gourisu. Just don't live in Seoul. Yeah, fair enough. That'll be the only thing to blow up. .81 TFI. Worst version of the aging world population of Japan. Yeah, that is a huge issue. I'm not thinking of TFI. I'm thinking of age population pyramid. Yeah, same with Japan. I know, but there's influx of gaijin, so I'm happy with that. I remember Greece having problems with the economy some years back. Is all good now? I doubt that it's all good. It has to do with the EU, and the EU's in kind of in shambles, as far as I know, in many ways. But that's part of the growing pains of having a globally integrated, like, multicultural unity. It's why the Brits left the EU in Brexit, like whether you agree with the thing or not, and I don't know enough to agree or disagree with Brexit. I don't care. The reason that they left was because they became multicultural too quickly and they didn't enjoy it. And the Brits are, fucking puritanical Christian assholes, as you would expect. All right, can we get like a populationpyramid.net? Let's go. Yeah, that one. Countries. Growth map. Ooh, growth map. There we go. Where are we growing? We're not growing here. We're doing okay in the United States. Hey, what's up? Japan's getting blue. That's rough. Cambodia and Laos. Hey, that's actually really funny. I know a very cute girl from Laos. South Africa is super interesting to look into. Yeah, except that it's also horrifying. Never thought this way, T, but we were talking about a fine place to live in. This is why I bring up the CIS region. There are objectively advantages that are strange to dismiss entirely. Okay, so tell me what those advantages are. What do you think those advantages are? Isn't aging society what most developed countries are facing right now? Even Thailand is facing that? Yes. Isn't that graph before COVID? Who cares? What do you think COVID would have changed this effectively? I don't think COVID might have would have changed things significantly at all, but I don't know. There are some issues of violence against people that look like T if you were to go to SF or to South Africa though. Yeah. And this we can +1 the years through. Oh no, we only have data up to 2015. That's the reason that the data is off, is because we only have data up to 2015 for this particular purpose, which makes sense. This is our world pop. It's growing slowly. That's good. Adolescent fertility rates, age at first marriage rates. Wow, these are really useful. Okay, so can we go by country? So Afghanistan. Oh, we can go by continent. That would be great. Africa, growing big. Asia, not growing well. Interesting. Australia and New Zealand looks worse. Austria looks way worse. Azerbaijan looks good. Huh, looks kind of okay. Argentina's all right. That's not bad. You want it to kind of look like this. Like, this is what I want. I want to live in a country that looks like this. The Bahamas. Nope. Whoa, what the fuck? Why are there 200,000 30-year-old people in Bahrain? What the fuck is that? Genuinely, what are the advantages of living in CIS regions? Only people who are born there can really appreciate it. There really isn't many advantages for an average Western guy. Yeah, I really don't understand. Yeah, what the fuck is this? What is this? Imagine being a 30-year-old... Oh, okay. On topic of CIS, cheap goods and services, beautiful and diverse geographical locations, cheap private medical care, cheap private. Why? Free and fairly high-quality education. Okay, I can get those, all of the things that you mentioned, in a whole bunch of places without being worried about Russia murdering me. Like, all sorts of places. Belize. Bhutan. Brazil? Brazil's just big. It's not bad. This is a slow curve. I don't hate that. I do want to go through and see, like, India when I can get there. How's Chile? Chile's okay. Chad is, of course, growing like a Chad. Cuba's fucked, because of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? The Congo is exploding. How is Japan? We'll see. It's gonna be shaped like this. It's gonna be bad. I would question the education part with the amount of propaganda coming from there. Yeah, man. Cheap education to become a worshiper of the state, eh? Maybe not. Maybe fucking not. China's on decline, but not that bad. Would like to see India. Let me go to India. India, because India is quite interesting. This is what India is doing. So what I find really interesting about India is just how smoothed out the curve is. Because compared to, like, the US is kind of like this in some ways too. But our curve isn't as smoothed out. It's more balanced, right? But India exploded in growth and is still growing. India is not slowing down, right, really. Well, that's the thing. They're not stopping, but they are slowing down, but it's in like a slow curve instead of a jolt. When you compare that to, say, Japan went up and is coming down, right? It's coming down. India is just in this part of the curve, and so India's got 30 years of good growth left. Minimum, depending on how things go, maybe forever. Because the area is rich in terms of resources and land, as far as I know. North Korea, or the DPRK. DRC, Congo is crazy. Denmark is flat. Djibouti dubs. Dominican Republic is fine. Eastern Africa, boingin'. Just boingin'. Eastern Asia, doing okay, I guess. Eastern Europe, wow. There's so many women. What's up with that? Oh, war in the The older people. Check Qatar, lol. I'd love to. Ah! What the fuck? Okay, hold on. What? Male versus female Qatar. What the fuck is happening? Why are there more men than women in Qatar? What the fuck is this? I'm looking this shit up. 1 girl in every 3 boys. Why? Residing in the capital of Qatar, which makes sense. Most expats, coming mostly from South Asian countries, are male skilled workers who left their families back home in hopes of providing them a better life. The ministry is conservative on giving visas for females, and it's mostly Muslim. It's immigration and the workforce. Yeah, that's really fascinating. How about the United Arab Emirates and Islamic countries? I'll check. Well, we're looking at Qatar, so the UAE. Oh, same thing. Look at that. These Muslim countries have the exact same things going on. That's really interesting. Okay, and then the UK. It looks like the US in a lot of ways. Tanzania, growing like bongers. Iran. I'll look at Iran. I'll look at Iraq and Iran. Iran. Oh, Iran's kind of fucky. Not many 15 to 25-year-old people, frankly. That's rough. Iraq. Wow, Iraq is growing. Whoa. That's actually fascinating. If I weren't turned off by some of the cultural issues, I would definitely move to somewhere in the Middle East. Partly because I find well, it's because frankly, it's because I lost my virginity to a Persian girl. So I have a thing for Middle Eastern and Persian girls. Like, whew, real thing there. Huh, Iraq. What about Syria? Syrian Arab Republic. Not bad. Slowing down. Not quite the same as Iraq, but that makes sense because it's more developed, I think. Oh boy, lol. That explains your anime girl taste. No, dude, it explains everything. Brown girls, man. Oof. Persian and Middle Eastern girls are like something amazing. They're lovely. It's also I think genetically this is a weird thing to say. I have this theory that well, we know that mutts are most healthy, like people and dogs and other creatures of all kinds that have the most genetic diversity. So I want to find someone who I really vibe with if I plan to have children. Probably the most genetically diverse and healthy children that I could have would be somebody who's genetically very different from me, right? And so actually Persian girls are about right there, and South Asian, which would be saying Indian girls, is they do things to my bones, and it makes me an idiot. They make me an idiot. I just die. I just die. Yeah, deaf don't come to the Middle East, I know from experience. Yeah, unless I was gonna go to big city Dubai. If I was gonna, I could just live in Dubai. That would be the move. Dubai is not that expensive, by the way. You're gonna live in a trash villa with garbage town around you, but Dubai is not that expensive, and it's booming. Indonesia is actually an interesting place to look. Oh, an interesting curve. Even Dubai is risky, I know. Tan girls or Japanese girls, definitely my kind. I feel you, dog. I absolutely feel you. Ireland, Israel. Israel's okay. It's not bad. Italy's dying, unfortunately. It's way on the other end. Yo, Dubai? Yeah, Dubai. I just need to make a lot more money, and then I can afford Dubai. Egypt is okay. There are places in Egypt that are cool. Of course, the girl that I lost my virginity to fled from Cairo during the Egyptian Revolution. So, you know, I don't necessarily want to go to Egypt. El Salvador. Oh, El Salvador is heavily female. That's interesting. Equatorial Guinea is fucked. Estonia is bonked. What is wrong in Estonia? What is this shit? What the fuck? Ethiopia is booming, I'm sure. Europe is on the decline. Africa's on the up. Asia's on the slow decline. So Asia near Africa is best. Is there a Middle East? No. As a South Asian guy, I can go for girls further east and far west. Yeah, man. Get it, dude. I mean, for real, get it. There's been a weird tendency of something that I've been noticing in the gym. I don't know how to notice this, how to express this. But over the last couple of days, I've seen at least 3 of the exact same couple. I'll just tell you what the couple looks like. It looks like a 4'10", extremely petite, very attractive South Asian, so Indian, in heritage girl, with a 6'2", fat and not very attractive Indian guy. And I have no idea what the fuck is going on there. But I've seen the exact pairing in different couples in the gym like a bunch of times. And usually the girl is like really hot, like really attractive, and the guy is not. And I have a hamster eating banana meme, absolutely. But specifically money, I don't think so, because some of them are like pretty young. Arranged marriage is my guess. I don't think so. Like we're in the middle of Southern California, man. I don't think these are arranged marriages, and they seem like they're in the same age range. Like these don't seem like weird super bonko things. Isn't that usually forced marriages they still do in India? Maybe. Actual couples or friends. Couples. Like flirty and touchy with each other. That like clearly couples. They could have done it there. No. No, these are American peoples. They do matchmaking with families. I know, but these are people who they do matchmaking with families and then they get fucking married. Like without dating and fucking a bunch, right? But the people that I'm watching are people who have had sex, right? You can read in a couple whether they've slept together or not. And these are couples that have slept together and are not married. Okay? So I don't think that's what it is. A cultural thing, don't want to marry outside the ethnic religious group. Totally true. I've known a number of South Asian girls who've been like, I only date brown boys. Straight up. And that's rough as hell because I find them very attractive and they're not interested in me. Time to ask them as research next time you see them. I'm down. Maybe the dating pool is limited if they only want to go for their own ethnicity. Dude, I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. But it could be. It absolutely could be. I won't dismiss you on that. Ask if they want to join for a live stream. Yeah, just be like, hey, so how do you guys fuck? How does that work? Because she's the size, she comes up to your hip. And that's all. And like, how does that work? How does this work, guys? More developed regions, down. Less developed regions, excluding the least developed countries. Less developed regions, excluding China. Latin America, the Caribbean. Latin America and the Caribbean looks pretty good. Least developed countries, less developed regions. Luxembourg, Lithuania, Libya, Liberia. See, Liberia is just great. Liberia is just dope. Lebanon. How's, I mean, I don't necessarily want to live there, but how's Pakistan? Pakistan's doing great. Holy shit. Pakistan's like India, but better in terms of population growth. Some of them could be migrants from the regions trying to... Dude, these are not migrants. These are Americanized people walking around in booty shorts. Okay? These are not Indian, like, hardcore people. These are Americans. These are Americans. And I'm talking like 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds. I'm not talking 30-year-olds. I'm talking 19, 20 to 22-year-olds. Both the males and the females in the same age range. American, obviously. As an Indian, yeah, Indian girls tend to marry in the same ethnic group. That I'm aware of, absolutely. Which is very unfortunate for me as a white boy who really likes brown girls. I mean, like, it's a serious problem. It's a serious issue. I know that all hope is not lost for me. I'm very much aware. But, gosh, it feels bad. Wow, I thought the Philippines would be better than they are. But it makes sense, given the fuckery that happens there. Pakistan seems like it's a bit of a problem, though, because of the religious and cultural strife. Qatar is just fucked. That's crazy. It's okay, there are brown girls outside of... I know there are brown girls outside of India, but what I'm saying is I'm specifically attracted to Indian girls. That's what I'm saying. It's not just the brown skin that is of intrigue to me. I'm specifically attracted to certain, like features and archetypal looks and also cultural identities. And also, I'd really like to find an Indian girl who understands her history and culture so that she can teach me about Hinduism. That's what I would like. Then go to Dubai. I know! That's what I'm saying. I kind of need to go to Dubai. At least for a few months or something. Just go rent a place for a few months in Dubai. Just ship my computer over and get cracking, you know? I went there a few times. It's not bad. I believe it. I bet it's great. Rwanda's growing. Romania's fucked. The Russian Federation is double uber boinked. This is bad. That is bad sauce, dog. That is the lamb sauce. Just the weather is humid as fuck. Wait, it's humid in Dubai? I thought it would be dry in Dubai. Do dry. Saudi Arabia is boinked. What the fuck? God, all these Muslim companies. Or Muslim countries. Only getting worse for Russia, yeah. Nice to see people are Hinduism. I assume you mean are interested in Hinduism. I wouldn't say that people are interested in Hinduism. I would say that I'm interested in Hinduism. I don't fucking know if people are. I feel like they're not, actually. I feel like Hinduism is doing not great as a religion. But what the fuck do I know? Saudi Arabia might as well be a Muslim company. Yeah, well, it's a state-owned sort of conglomerate-y sort of thing. It's hyper-corrupt, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with corruption, except, you know, everything that's wrong with corruption. South America is really good, just in general. Sri Lanka, Palestine. I don't want to live in Palestine. I don't want to live anywhere near Israel or Palestine. Fucked. Gotta wait till the right Yugati. I don't know what that means. Oh, an age of time in Hinduism. Got it. Thank you. Spain. Oh, Spain is like dropping off. I actually thought Spain was much better. Wait, how's Portugal? It's probably the same as Spain. Portugal. It's the same. Okay, fine. Philippines, really good. Poland, okay. Puerto Rico. Hey, Peru! What about Ecuador? Ecuador. Oh, Ecuador's even better than Peru. That's pretty good, man. Egypt is pretty stellar. That's actually really interesting. Look at that. Look at that. So compare this to Ecuador, right? The big thing that changes... is in the last 10 years. There's been a boom of youths being born. Right after the revolution, too. Right? That's exactly what it is. What happened? Did the revolution go well in Egypt? What the fuck? Statement against police brutality. Okay, let me just go to this. Let me just do HRW Egypt. Kinda, it's complicated. Yeah, I believe it. It's been experiencing one of the worst human rights crises in many decades. Oh, has tried to whitewash abuses, but has taken no serious steps. Authorities harass and detain relatives of dissidents abroad and use vague morality charges to prosecute LGBT people, female social media influencers, and survivors of sexual violence. Oh. Imprisonment for terrorism charges. I'm maybe not going to go to Egypt. How about that? Let's not go to Egypt then. Huh. Yikes. Maybe I should listen to the girl who fled Egypt and knows what she's doing. Finland is boinked. France isn't that bad. Guyana and Polynesia are better, of course. Georgia, I actually really like, although it's in the block, you know, which is a bit of a problem. Ghana is dank. So it's a lively country full of adventure. Yes, yes, yes. A lively country full of adventure and the ability to get arrested for no reason. Very good. Much fun. Very fun times. That's definitely what I want. Guatemala? Really? It's kind of in a fucked location, though. Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Guyana. Very well. Georgia was invaded by Russia recently and had 10% of its northern territory stolen. Yeah. The thing about Georgia is they've got really great weightlifters. they've got really great weightlifters. Their weightlifters are great. Oh yeah, let me check Turkey. Just because Turkey is actually interesting. What the fuck? And Turkey's a cultural center of Orthodox Christianity, which I find not bad. I don't dislike Christian Orthodoxy. Cost is low. Highest quality of life with some of the lowest prices in the world. Let me go HRW. Turkey. Oh. Well, let me know if any of this sounds not right. Authoritarian and highly centralized presidential government. Set back human rights record by decades. Perceived political opponents. Independence of the judiciary. Hollowed out institutions, withdrawn from the Council of Europe Convention on Preventing and Combating Violence. Don't we have the U.S. has nukes stationed in Turkey, don't we? Like Turkey's a nuclear beachhead. We've got tactical nuclear weapons in Turkey, right? TNWs in Turkey. It's part of NATO's nuclear umbrella, so we have about 50 B-61 bombs in Turkey. Yeah, I remember that. They don't really matter that much, but it's still important that it is a nuclear state to some extent. Hosts a bunch of Syrian refugees and asylum seekers from Afghanistan and other countries. That is quite good. Has failed to implement a judgment. Pushes Afghans back. Can't protect asylum seekers. Jails another human rights defender. Okay. Best cities to live in Turkey. Turkey is preventing holding Finland and Sweden from joining the NATO currently. In what way? What do you mean, Will Hart? Istanbul, best place for expats. Ankara, best place for digital nomads. All right, let's look at Ankara. Historical region, the capital, 5.1 million. Istanbul, pop, 15.4 million. So let's go with Ankara. Rent. House, Ankara. Not Airbnb. No, not expat.com. Sure. Not Airbnb. Zingat, expat. Sure, why not? 20,000 TRL. 20,000 TRL to USD. Oh my god, what? That's a 5+1 bedroom apartment for $1,000 a month? Oh. A fully furnished villa for a little over 1,000? Huh. What? I mean, it's not the best. This isn't amazing, but that's livable. Okay. Internet speed Ankara, Turkey. 30 plus, which is fine. Fiber Ankara, Turkey. I don't see fiber. I stay in Ankara, use fiber 35 megabits, and pay 16 USD per month on Quora. No, we use Smoke for communication. Yeah, of course, they have high speed. It's not super high speed, though. the money is pretty much worthless and getting worse. Great. Well, I make not Turkish money. I make US money. So I make dollars. So that's pretty good. It's not bad that the money is getting bad. I mean, it is bad overall, long term, but 3 plus 1, 3.5 plus 1. I would be looking for a 4 plus 1 or a 5 plus 1. Okay, so a 5 plus 1 rental apartment. What the fuck? There's no chance that that's actually the cost that it is. Okay, it's also pretty smashed. It's pretty tight. But hella cool. And barely finished. Very well. They're also still threatening war with Greece. Yeah, well, so be it. Okay, well, that's pretty good. Let's look at these. Featured listing. I mean, not that one. 7,000 try for a 2 plus 1 bedroom. Jesus, that's so cheap. Just tuned in. Are you planning on moving to a different country? Not planning, just checking. Just experiencing. I need to move out of Southern California. I'll probably end up staying in the United States. It is really expensive for Turkish people. Yeah, I understand. And I would be contributing to that by continuing to gentrify your location, by moving to places that are cheap. However, I would also be contributing economically to your location. So, which do you prefer? I don't know. Lots of cool spaces in Turkey for sure. I definitely don't mind that. You know, and also I know that all the positions, all the toilets are gonna have washlets. Like proper bidet shit. Look at that. It actually has it, as far as I can tell. As it damn well should, you know? So this is quite interesting to look at Turkey here. 600 per month. 4 plus 1 apartment in Ankara for 1,400 a month. Unfurnished 4 plus 1 in Kankaya. Here's a luxury flat, 4 bedrooms. Jesus Christ. God, that's so much space for recording and stuff. Oh my god, look at that high quality toilet. With a fucking laundry machine right built into the same place. That's so stupid. I don't know how people live without washlets and bidets. They don't. They just smear shit all over their butts. This is what Americans do. It's why when you walk around Americans, especially men, they smell like poop sometimes. So they don't know how to wipe their ass. Like, actually don't know how to wipe their butts. How to be clean. Fuck! Look at that shit! Look at that shit! 900 per month, 4 bedrooms? What the fuck? Don't knock the 3 seashells. Dude, the 3 seashells work great. Or smooth river pebbles. I know exactly what you're talking about, dog, and I know. I know it. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, guest toilet, air conditioners in room, a balcony, big kitchen, and an independent kitchen. Fuck. So here's what I'll tell you. Here's what I'll tell you. This is $900 a month for 4 bedrooms. Okay? $900 a month. I pay $900 a month for 1 bedroom in a house. And I'm planning to move. I'm planning to move with a friend, so we would split this place. So I'd be paying half as much for double, triple the amount of space. And what that means is I'd have 2 rooms. Like, let's put it that way. I'd have 2 rooms. I'd have a bedroom, and then I'd have a workroom or an office. Think about that, right? I could actually separate my life out so that I had a bedroom to sleep in and to be in, and a workroom to actually do the work in, and to set up properly as a studio. Like a real studio for me and for my creation. But I can't do that here where I live because it's too expensive. It's not possible. That's crazy. So, Greece or Turkey or somewhere with good internet and cheap housing and good population density and good population stuff is excellent. Batuan says you can probably live with $300 a month if you exclude the rent. I mean, without rent, excluding rent, I live off of like a few $100s a month anyway. In terms of if I live frugally, if I don't buy lots of stuff, and if I don't pay for like extremely expensive foods, for example, which is what I was doing and what I'm transitioning away from, because I'm going to be making my own food starting next month, and I'm moving toward that as an option. My whole monthly costs are going to be down to $300, $400. So I feel you, Batuhan. It'll be even less than you think, actually. It'll be even less. Yeah, Greece is insanely cheap. I actually think that Greece would be better as a place to live. So like, let's ask then. And Greece has good, cheap food, and it's in a blue zone. It's a Mediterranean climate, which means high quality food for long life. And I'll say this as well, which is actually very important. Greece is a party country and a cultural center. So people travel to Greece to like have summer vacations and spring breaks and to fucking party. And I actually really like having that around, because what it means is that there's a constant flow of young, interesting people, right? So, Greece. Let's see. Map Greece. Greece, mainland or islands? Mainland. Best nomad cities, Greece. Separating your workroom from your actual room is much better for your mental. Something I learned during isolation. 100%. I know it, man. I know it. Athens is the best for digital nomads. Thessaloniki, Rhodes, Pelion, Thessaloniki. Okay, Thessaloniki would be nice. Let me see. Second largest and wealthiest city of the Byzantine Empire. So it's a split between Byzantinism and Greece. And it's a rebuilt 20th century city with a modern European layout because it was destroyed in a Great Fire. That's actually excellent. That means that the city is more modern. Whoa, Thessaloniki is exactly where I want to be, isn't it? And it's 1.1 million population. Whoa, that's excellent. Okay. Rent, home, Thessaloniki, because I want a house. I don't want to rent an apartment. Spiti, Spitugato, Spiti. Great. These are euros. So let's just do 1,000 euros to USD. I think it should be about the same. So we can go 1-to-1 in euros to dollars. No problem. Thessaloniki, check average temps. Thessaloniki average temperature. Oh, that's glorious, man. Down to the 50s in the coldest parts of the month and up to the 80s plus. Fuck, that's sexy. God, that's sexy. Has significant rainfall during the year. True even during the driest months. Relatively cold, but livable when dressing warm. Totally fine with me. The hot season lasts for a few months. Average temperature above 82. Damn, I'm down, man. I'm so down. Holy shit, $400 apartments. Apartment for rent, 2 beds, 1 bath, 600 euros. 3 beds, 1 bath, 1250. That's getting more expensive, fair enough. So what I actually want to do is I want to do houses, area, rental, Greece, more filters. Rooms from 4, not 45, from 4 to any. Search. Okay, 4 and 2. Oh, these are all over the place. Thessaloniki. Oh, these are just in the area, so I'm just going to zoom in so that I only get the ones that are in closer towards city, like in this area. Great. That's a detached house. That's way too expensive. $2,200 for a nice home. Okay. Wait. Maisonette. $850. What the fuck? Okay, that's got to be a fake. Center of city, historical center. $1,150 detached house. If you live in a place in Turkey where there is a lot of tourists, pretty much 90% of people knows English. I would believe it. I would believe it. Looks like we found a hit. Yeah, dude. Thessaloniki is nice, man. Greece is so good. Detached house, 4 and 2. 4 and 2, 4 and 2. $1,500 a month there. $1,500 a month. Okay, that can't be. $750 a month. That can't be. No way. 7 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. What the fuck? What is this? What the fuck is this? Built in 79, renovated in 2003, $3 per square meter. No solar water heating, who cares? Double glass, yes. Airy, yes. Balcony, playroom, secure door. It's directed properly. Fireplace. Excuse me. Theater set. Dude, what the fuck? There's like a curved room. I mean, it's all boinked. There are a bunch of boinked things in here, right? A bunch of stuff that's destroyed, but who cares? Look at this place. Okay, who died there? I don't care. Let them haunt me, man. Dude, look at that bathtub. Look at that. Look at that bathtub. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god, Becky, look at that bathtub. Greece looks insane. Greece looks insane. What is that? That would be too big for one person, though, I feel like. No, it would. That's the thing. I mentioned before, I will be moving with a friend, most likely. Because he wants to get the fuck out of here, too. And we've talked about Greece as an option. Not sure of all the rules surrounding Americans moving in. It's not bad. It's not bad if you can contribute economically, and I can. Especially as a creative, it's totally viable. Okay, so this is one place that's dope. What's this place? This place is 4-3 for $850 a month. The building was constructed in 2002. Not renovated, 2002. Stairs, outdoors, living spaces. This one is, I don't like the floor plan at all. I don't like the feel of this place at all. It would be very claustrophobic to live in. You have to live in a place that has good feng shui. And this doesn't have it. So that's a no from me, but it's good to know that some of these houses are up there. So this is a detached house, 4-bed, 3-bath. We need to check what's in it. It might be terrible, yeah. This is definitely in a planned out community. So there's a shared pool and some green and some grass. And what that actually means is that I wouldn't have to do much of the gardening, because the community would do most of the gardening for us, which is quite good. Got land and greenery, which is amazing. Wood floors, very sexy. You might find places in Europe will on average be smaller than you might be used to in America. That's fine. I'm not a big person. And also, I'm looking at the layout and the floor plan, and it's not smaller than what I'm used to. This is quite fine. It's not about the size. It's about the layout. It's about how it's put together. Like this house is well put together and interesting. I actually really like this home. I like the way that it's built. It's built with modern aesthetics and like actual understanding of architecture to some extent. Where you live at the moment, is it wooded or brick? It's wood, drywall, stucco is where all the houses are. We don't do brick. It's too expensive out in California. Mostly. Look at this. All this cabinet space. Fun little room. Nice and small little room, but that's like a utility room. Heating and air. Real wood floors that you can see are real wood. Europe is pretty much all brick. Totally fine by me. I don't mind brick at all. On the East Coast, I've lived in a lot of brick. And a lot of concrete. Fuck the bathtubs. It can be plastic carpet that looks like wood. No, I know that it can, but I'm looking at it, and I've spent a lot of time with wood floors and putting in wood floors. This is real wood. This is real wood. You can actually tell because of how it's differentiated. Because there are so many like dark and overly light bits, when they make fake wood, when they make plasticine veneer wood, they don't get this much variation in it. This is real hardwood flooring. And that's not necessarily a good thing. Real hardwood bends and flexes with weather, so you don't always want real hardwood, but you kind of do, because it's kind of dope. Laminate. Yeah, it could be laminate, but I don't think that this is laminate. Again, I've spent a lot of time with real wood floors, and this doesn't look like laminate to me. It looks like real wood. But I'd have to go and see, obviously. And this is the sort of thing where I wouldn't move into this place sight unseen. I'd take like a week off, right? A week off from work to just travel around Greece and look at apartments. And I'd go with my friend who I plan to go with, and we'd just shell out for plane tickets and just go and have like a week to party and have fun in Greece. And that would be dank as fuck. And I'd probably make videos about it, and that way I could write it off as a business expense as well. This is Kalamaria. There's only one bathroom in this house, so that's less good. Might not be much be real wood in Greece. It might not, but it might. You don't know. You never know, man. Real wood is not actually that expensive to put into a house. You It really isn't that expensive. I don't like this house at all. It's gross. Oh, I really like that. Holy shit. When was this built? This was built in recently. It's got a 30 square meter balcony. What? I need a balcony. I need outdoor porch space. Oh my god. Look how much glass there is. So much sunlight. Blue and white. Nice kitchen. New appliances. Big sink. Good space. Multiple exits and entrances. Probably laminate floors. Relatively fresh paint. Radiator heaters. Radiators. Very good. Did you manage to do a reaction yesterday? Yeah, I watched both episodes of Mushoku Tensei, 16 and 17. I have to edit them today. I don't know if I'm going to get much done today. I'm a little off today, frankly. I don't know if I'm going to get much done, but I'm definitely going to get some of the editing done on those. I think I'm in a circumstance where I've got... Let me see. Let me just double check, actually. Because I think because of the way that I may be behind... $1.23... I hate those blue windows. I'd have to paint them, which you wouldn't be able to do in a rented place. Yeah, I would be fine with those windows. I don't mind at all. That's a hell of a view, dude, right? And on a balcony, which means sitting out there and smoking the illegal devil's lettuce. It's also sort of just like built into a mountainside with some trees and shit up here, where I could just walk out of my house and walk into some shitty nature. How rad is that? And what were we looking at price-wise for a place like this? Fuck! $900 a month. It's in Micra Plagiari. Plagiari in Thessaloniki. So it's that area. So it's out of the city center. Okay. Directions. So let me go Thessaloniki, Greece. Airport. So let me go to the airport. What's the distance between the airport and here? It's 10 minutes away. So, Mike, is it close to the city center? Well, it's 10 minutes from the airport. And if this is 10 minutes, then this is 30, right? This is 30 minutes to city center or something? $27 minutes to city center. How about that? And what about, what if I do transit? Oh, could not calculate transit. Okay, so I don't know how Greece is in terms of public transportation, but very well. I don't care, really, right? Like, so this is a worthwhile spot. But the thing is, there are probably 15 small towns on the outskirts of Thessaloniki, just in this general radius, that's like within 30 minutes of city center. There are probably like 30 small towns in that center that have houses or apartments or buildings that are as good or better than the one that we were just looking at. Because this place is nice, but it's just nice as getting an idea of what's out there. This might not be the one, right? This might not be the one. But you know what is the one? The one is going to be like 4 bedrooms plus for like 900 euros a month. Because that's bonkers. So what that does is if my friend, my current roommate, and I split that puts both of our monthly costs at 450 euros a month, which is $450 a month, which is half of what I currently pay for one room. And then I would have 2 rooms in a whole house. And he could have 2 rooms and the rest of the house. And that's done. It's just done. It's just so straightforward and easy. Greece is the move, man. How to expat Greece. Would your friend be able to get a job easily enough there, unlike your streaming? Yeah. Yeah, he would be working remotely as well, and he's capable of doing a number of things. The dollar is stronger than the euro too, which helps you a lot. I agree. Living in Greece as an expat. Foreign citizens can move to Greece to live permanently. Oh, EU citizens must apply for a residence permit after 3 months, but this is more of a formality. Non-EU citizens must go through a more thorough immigration process, as expected. For non-EU citizens, you do not have automatic rights to settle down in the EU. You have to follow application procedures. But you can stay for up to 3 months without a visa. After this, you will need to apply for permanent residency. This must be completed at the Greek consulate in your home country. You have to have a Type D visa for working, and then apply for a registration certificate. You must have an address you live at for at least 183 days of the year. After 5 years of this, you'll be able to apply for full permanent residency. Golden visa program. Oh, if you invest 250,000 euros in property, you can receive residency in 60 days. That's not me. Proximity to airport would scare me off, TBH. High probability of noise pollution. It really depends, and it's something to test. 30 minutes away from a moderate-sized airport is not bad. 10 minutes away from a moderate-sized airport is pretty bad. It's still like 20 miles away, right? It's like it's not right there. Is Greece a safe country? It's relatively. Many aspects worth praising. One of the best places to retire. A lot of emphasis on family, outdoors, and tradition. Yep. If speed and efficiency are your top priorities, it'll be more worth relocating to a larger city like Athens. Nope. Nope. Thessaloniki seems exactly right. Generally cheaper, but the cost of living is higher in cities. Rent in an inner city apartment will set you back about 335 euros. Yeah, that's a third of what I pay for rent in a pretty shitty location. Food is generally less expensive, about 0.8 pounds, so like a couple dollars for a loaf of bread. Your basic outgoings for water, electricity, and such will be around 150 euros, which is normal. An expat with a monthly income of about 2,000 will be able to live very comfortably almost anywhere in Greece. Well, that's me, baby. That's me. For a decent place in the good suburbs, you need like 400 to 500 euros at most. Exactly. You're right, Nick. You're right, Nickmer. I do want a home. I do want a home, like a house, not an apartment, and I'd like land around it. Preferably land that I don't have to take care of too much or can hire a gardener to deal with, because I don't want to deal with it specifically, but I need to live with some plants around me. It's important. And of course, I plan to move with a friend, if at all. So I plan to move with a friend, and so we would want a larger space, a solid few rooms. I think the very minimum would be 3 bedrooms, and preferably 4 plus. Good weather, abundance of historic sites, amazing food, good healthcare, low cost of living. Cons: unequal distribution of facilities. You need to live in or near a major city. Fair enough. No problem. Few employment opportunities. Yep, not a problem, because I'm going to be living and working online. Complicated taxes. Yeah, I believe it. You can have a gardener come take care of your actual garden with food plants twice a week with like 200 to 300 euros a month. Yeah, exactly. My hobby is growing trees and exotic plants. If you ever want any, let me know. Though, not easy to transport. Yeah, tough to transport. And I'd probably be renting the property, so I don't know. If you're thinking of moving, rent a property first. Yeah, obviously. The standard minimum rental contract is 3 years. Yikes. I've actually just seen 1 year, and so that's fine. 525 in rural Thessaloniki, which is exactly where I want to be. A deposit equivalent to 2 months' rent, not a problem. Deal through an estate agent, no problem. Read the fine print, no problem. What, 3 years? A few months at most, Lamau. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that I'm going to be stuck for 3 years, especially because visa issues make that impossible. And then buy a property and all that jazz. I'm not actually going to buy a property immediately. Up to 22% tax, up to 30% tax, and up to 40% tax. That's reasonable. It's hard. It's hard. It's a lot of tax, but it's worth it for everything else. Healthcare and health insurance, good. The most vibrant city is, of course, Athens. Sparta and Polygyros are the cheapest because it's remote. Amphalakia is the quietest, but I really am stuck on Thessaloniki. Okay, this is really helpful to look through this. Oh my god, look at this place. So this is 4-bed, 2-bath. Tons of light. Look at those pillars. It's got columns. The house has columns. Ooh, blue tile. Ooh, nice kitchen space. No appliances. Fuck. That tax will at least give you free healthcare. Exactly, right? It's a trade-off. I don't mind. I don't mind paying good taxes, like whatever. Okay, so this place is way cheaper. But for reasons, and it's fine. It's good, like totally fine. Oh, it's beautiful. $750 a month. God, look at it. New wood, new tile, marble tile. Cool cabinetry and interesting design for the kitchen. Not a huge kitchen. I'd like a bigger kitchen. Oh, it's got just a shower stand location. That's kind of rough. So I don't like this very much. Okay, let's go here. Studio to rent, apartment to rent. Can I go Thessaloniki? Can I go floor? I don't care about floor. Bedrooms, min 4. Search. Time to sign T up to on house in the Sun TV show. I don't know what that means. What about the language differences? I'll deal with it. And I'll learn some Greek. Like I need to learn Greek anyway. I know Latin, so I need to learn Greek anyway. Just important. 4-bedroom apartment, $500 a month. Oh, that's the one I was just looking at. $850 a month, 4 bedrooms, 147 square meters. That's a large apartment. Oh, this isn't even an apartment. This is like a place. It doesn't show the outside, does it? It's kind of crowded and cramped. I don't like that very much. Building to rent, apartment to rent, apartment to rent. Apartment, 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 apartment. Can I just do house? Residential. What is a maisonette? Those. House in the Sun is a British show where people moving to foreign countries get a paid holiday to said country to look around properties. That makes sense. Maisonette, 1800, so that's fully within range. Like, so here's what's crazy is these insane, like, 1800 a month fully furnished locations that are, like, really nice, totally within my price range. This gorgeous house that appears to be furnished, right? Essentially brand new, novel glass functioning and structure, cool staircases, multiple structured house, like interesting layout, 200 square meters, totally within range. It got furniture, definitely worth it. Yeah, exactly. Furniture is worth it. Ignore the dead owner under the bed? Well, I don't think so. Like, this is a nice place for a nice price. Like, $1,800 a month is not nothing. 3 floors, yep. And a balcony. But this is an apartment building. This isn't the kind of a house that I want, because I'd rather have a house. So I looked at maisonette. So let me see about a detached house. No detached houses. What about a villa? No villas. What about houses? Loft, bungalow, building, apartment complex, houseboat, other categories. I'll just go for all types. How about that? It's mostly going to be... Thessaloniki is hard to find a house and it's mostly apartment buildings. Yeah, I did see those, like these detached houses. These are sort of the thing that I'm looking at as the best so far. Nickmer. Like this. Where it's one unit as a detached house. Because this would be exceptional for me. And this one is $11.50, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. Houseboat, get your sea shanty songs ready? No, too much maintenance. Not my jam, man. Okay, that's Airbnb. All types. So we're back here. 4 bedrooms, apartment to rent, 4 bedrooms, apartment 140 square meters to rent, 4 bedrooms. You won't find a house in the center. The one you were looking at previously that's a 30-minute drive away would be the best. That's exactly what I'm looking at. If you look in the southeast suburbs of Athens / Attica, You can find some really good gems 30 to 40 minutes away from the city center by car. Okay, yeah, sure. Attica? Athens, so you said southeast suburbs. So Athens south? Attica? Something like that. Let's do that. These are way more expensive, man. That's the problem. These are way more expensive. These are immediately, and obviously the price range is completely different. Vari Koropi, Karatia. Okay. Athens South. Well, let me see this. You're looking at villas. I'm looking at everything. So, all types, maisonette, detached house. I mean, I'll just click apartments because apartments is easy. But then you tell me what you think I should look for instead. This is apartments. $1,800 a month is not cheap, right? We were looking at like $700 a month for similar apartments. Oh, okay, there's a 4-bedroom apartment for $780. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. Let me check a bit. Yeah, go for it, man. Apartment 133, reasonable. It's because I'm up to 4 beds. Like, that's the issue here, really. So let me go from apartment to detached house, for example. Change sorting to lowest first. That's a good idea. Sorting by price, price ascending. Yeah, see, the detached houses, $1,800 a month. That's still great. I'll look at it. Let's see. $1,800 a month, new development. Oh, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. It's fucking gorgeous. It's brand new cabinets. Effectively new floors, new development. I think Thessaloniki looks like a better option to me, man. I agree, Mike. I'm not opposed to living in Athens, Attica. This is fine. And beautiful, right? But it's twice as much for the same amount of stuff. See, that's lovely. That's lovely, even though the garden is shite. I mean, I'll switch out of all detached houses to all types. Yeah, some apartments. 109 square meters, 120 square meters. Calathea. You're also looking at only Southern Athens. Try all of it. I know, I was looking at Southern Athens because that's what Nickmer recommended. So I'll just do Athens. Munis. Yeah, I know you don't have many detached houses. And see, Athens, it only lets me do the individual, the regions. It doesn't let me do all of it. But I can't do just Attica. You see, when I type in just Attica, it doesn't let me. See, it gives me Athens Center. You see? Okay, so I'll just do this. Rent house Attica. Oh, Athens. Houses for rent in Attica. Close tabs to the right. 2 and 1, 580. 2 and 2, 1140. 2 and 2, 3 and 2, 1400. 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 2. 4 and 4 for 13,000. 6 and 3 for 3,000. Descending price. Oh, I'm sorry. Ascending price. And more filters. Let me go beds. Rooms from 3. We'll say 3 minimum. Attiki or Attica? Yeah. Reorder by ascending price. Okay, so these are all fucking bonks. Detached house. 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1. 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1. I mean, this is a 3 and 1 detached house for 450. And that's exactly what it is. So that's fucking good. This is fucking good. I would live here. I would easily live here. So let me bump it to 4 and 1. So I think we found the place. We found some of the stuff. I'm still thinking Thessaloniki is better. But 4 beds, ascending price. $550 for an apartment. $600 for an apartment. I like the parquet flooring here. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a funnier name. Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous, man. It's Lurbly. What about internet? Internet's good in Greece. They've got fiber. Bathroom's all trashed. Apartment. Maisonette. So maisonettes are interesting to me, for sure. And then detached houses are where it's really at. Internet is weird if you go far away from the center. Yeah, as usual. Oh, that's so pretty. Pretty maisonette. Oh my god, what a view. It's up on high though. It's up on a... Man, that's rad though. I don't like that it's up high. Oh my god, look at this detached house. Holy shit. It's beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the inside sucks. This place is fucked, actually. Needs to be redone completely. I hate it. I hate it. I like living in modern buildings. Please. So I might end up living in an apartment because of that reason, you know? Which is fine. I don't care. Villas and detached houses are dope. Oof, such an 80s vibe. Yeah, exactly. It's like a... Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, here's a 6-bedroom, 2-bathroom detached house. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? It's got a solar water heater. That's cool. And a boiler. I mean, this is nice. This is fine. Totally acceptable. Got some brick. This isn't amazing, but it's, I mean, it's, what, 800 euros a month? Fuck. For 6 bedrooms? Ha! Okay. We got solar water heaters almost everywhere. That's good. That's very useful. Let me go ahead and do one filtering thing. So let me do more filters because rooms. Can we get bath? Is there bath? No. Floor from, floor to, updated heating type. Okay. So there's no bath filter. That's fine. Got to take advantage of the scorching heat. I believe it. Price ascending. $4 and $1. I'm gonna look at this other residential property because what the fuck is this? Oh, it's just it's a big ass residential property, is what it is. It's huge. It's this whole fucking property. God damn. I say, god damn. This looks nice. This looks nice. Ooh, I've already clicked that. Oh, the blue and white. That's sick. And then a maisonette over here, 100 square meters. Insane asylum, yeah. Alright, this is cute. White walls and open spaces, get your free straitjacket. Damn. Rough, harsh, man. Oh, I like the peach-colored furnishings. That's kind of cute. Actually, I like the way everything looks, too. And the marble floors and the little tiny closets. This place is really cute. I don't think I want to live here, but it's very cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, the stone is amazing. The natural stone is so sick. Look, there's like a plant growing thing in the middle of the house. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Is it actually that close to the ocean, too? Nice. Yeah, nice, man. This is cool as fuck. Built in 2000, $750 a month. Love the stone. Yeah, me too. 1 living room, 1 kitchen, 1 bathroom. Painted luxury home. No elevator, of course. No satellite receiver. Any place in Athens is tops 30 minutes away from the beach. Excellent. For me, if I was getting a new place, it would have to have a separate bath and a toilet. I agree. I would want at least 2 baths, but I might sacrifice given the fucking stone everywhere. Look at this shit. Look at that shit. See, I don't actually believe that there's only one bathroom in here. I think it probably means that it's 1.5 baths, right? Is probably what it means. But I'd have to go and check. Wooden frame. Tons of space. Is it in Niamakri? This is in Niamakri, yeah. Why do you ask, Nickmer? Okay, so then here's the white and blue house. Some problems with stone floors and humidity. Yeah, I know. I know. Can get mold. Yeah, for sure. Oh my god, look at that porch. Oh my god, look at it. Fuck. Oh, that's so sexy. Oh, it's like a fucking beach villa. Is Greece the place you're thinking of living now? Yeah, kind of. I'm really evaluating Greece. I wonder if this place comes furnished. I doubt it. Fuck, it's so sexy. I love this. Which one? This one with the orange? This is great. Holy shit, there's a pier right there. And a cute little town. Oh my god. Ground floor, 2 levels, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Not sure on the wildlife, but wondering about house centipedes and cockroaches. I don't mind them. Bright ceramic tiles, air conditioning, has a satellite receiver, is facing east, has a full facade. Dude. That is a smexy house right there, man. I'm gonna bookmark that, and I'm gonna bookmark this. Bookmarked and bookmarked. Seems close to perfect. Yeah, these two really do seem really close to perfect. This is Pikermi. Rest of Attica. Okay, this one's the one that's up high. That's fine. This one's nice too. 4 beds, 1 bath. Great. Let's see. 4 and 2. 4 and 2. 4. 4 and 1. 4 and 2. That place gets up to 50 megabits down, 5 up internet. That's okay. I would really want fiber. It is actually very important to me to have fiber optic cable. Availability. 4 and 4 detached house. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What is this? Fiber is deploying as we speak. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Finally got mine. Nice, dude. God, this is smexy too. So this is okay. So this is what I need to do. What I need to do is I need to save some money and then take a week and go travel through Greece with my friend and look at houses and apartments and stuff and just look at them in person and evaluate in person for real whether these places are livable. Maybe bookmark the Thessaloniki ones as well. Well, I know, I've got Thessaloniki bookmarked. You need to tell the site you aren't a robot. I don't care. It can think what it wants about my life. It doesn't know me. It doesn't know my struggle. I do like this blue tile. It's kind of cute. All right, balcony's fine, all that jazz. It's a maisonette. So it's all built together. Not bad, but not great. Detached house. These are really shitty pictures, but... Confirmed T is a robot. I am a robot. I am a robot. I can't click the I'm not a robot button because I am a robot. Hey, this place is pretty nice. Can't see the outside, but okay. This one, man. This one in Niamakri really blows my brains, man. But what it means is that if I go to this location and I look around, we're not going to live in the same room, man. That's the point of having multiple rooms. Housemates, not roommates. Housemates. 4 and 2, 920. 4 and 2, 950. 4 and 3, 950. Down by 150 euros. Okay, what's up here? Maisonette for rent. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. Big open spaces, balconies, and near a bunch of other living spaces. Small kitchen, which is unfortunate. Really crowded kitchen, actually. I really don't like the kitchen design. Some cool stuff. Some nice things. Try going to Google Earth and looking around the street view. I don't care that much at the moment. I'm really looking at the homes themselves and their prices. What I've confirmed in general and what matters the most is that Greece is one of the places I want to be, and that Thessaloniki and Athens are livable and affordable in a way that would genuinely and obviously improve my overall well-being significantly if I were to move there. 1990, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, nice place, 950 a month euros. No problem. Like, no, so easy to handle with anywhere near my current income. Even with half my current income, it would be fine. Villa in Milicia. 6 and 1 in Godi? What the fuck? Godi? 6 and 6? As a villa. This is a 370-meter villa to rent? I'm sorry, what? Built in 2022. This one is built in 2022. Fuck. I mean, it's not going to look like this. There's no chance. But this is for this one, for the brand new one. Yeah, Nickmer, I'll send you the link for this one. Let me make sure that this is it. Yep. No shot. I don't know, man. It might be. Building was constructed in 2022. Has all this shit. Painted, furnished, new style. Got a video thing. Got a location listed. This place exists. Palaya Fokaya Timari. 370 square meter furnished villa, 6 bedrooms, an open plan kitchen, and 6 bathrooms. Is USA, at least California, really that expensive? Yes. Yes, it is, actually. Here, Nickmer, I just sent you the link on Discord. I mean, this is still smexy as fuck. Who cares? This is an apartment. Looks nice. I don't care. Oh, this is a brand new... So this is the 6 and 1. Oh, this is an office space. Okay, cool. 4 and 2 apartment. Well, let me do that, actually, because villa is exactly it. Houses. Okay, I guess houses is including everything. It's the location that makes it that cheap. Hey, that's fine. Is it a bad location or is it a cool location? If it's a moderately cool location, then I don't give a shit. I'll drive or 1 to 1.5 hours away from the center. So that's a little bit further than I want to be. Oh, I guess I could just do that as well. I could just go like here and drop us in a little bit closer. A little bit closer toward Athens, like here. And down to 75 properties. I'll go one more out. This whole area. Yep. On ascending price. 4 and 1, 4 and 1, 4 and 1. 8 and 3. What the fuck is wrong with that? 8 and 2. Okay. 4 and 3 is good. 5 and 3 is good. Athens also has good public transport, which is good. That is very good. Well beyond very good. Apartment 6 and 2. Oh, this one looks cool. 4 and 2. Okay, let's go through these. Fuck. Kitchen, living room, 2 bathrooms, 2 water closets. Wow. So 5 and 2, but it's actually 5 and 4. So that is it. They're not including WCs as bathrooms. That's what's going on. So pure half baths, they're not considering baths. This place is nice. Holy shit. This place is smexy. There's a balcony. Smallish kitchen, but not bad. Cool tile, as expected. Stairs, upstairs. Blue carpets, very nice. Very cute little water closets. Upstairs balcony. So there are two to 3 balcony spaces or outdoor spaces. There's a full outdoor garage. Look at that. Oh, this is smecks. Oh my god, look at that balcony space. Fuck. That is a baller little home. Thracomakedons is about 30 minutes away from the center. That's good. I'm going to bookmark this. Bing. Bookmarked. Energy class is F, so it's shite, but that's okay. I'm fine with tile flooring, so I don't mind it too much. Ooh, this place is dilapidated. This place needs... Oh my god, look at that toilet. It's fucked. Holy shit. This place is also fucked, so that's why these two are so cheap. We got an approx location on that last one. On that last one, the approx location is down in here. Thracomakedonis. Right in the center of Thracomakedonis, as far as I can tell. You see where it is? So it's just north of Athens. Tile flooring is a must in Greece. You would die without it. I wonder if these houses have aircon built in. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them have, like, the wall units as well. Detached house for rent in Aphidnes, Kiorka. It's got a balcony space. It's got cool stone on the outside. It's got cool stone and tile on the inside. Firewood, fireplace, upstairs balcony. I mean, this is livable. But there are better options. For $1,000 a month, there are better options. We use wall units mostly. That makes sense, Nickmer. This is a pretty mediocre detached house, but good enough. It's got some space. That's good. This is lovely. Just a lovely little home. Little, 6 bedrooms. The property for lease can rent it with or without furniture and electrical appliances. Plus, the property for lease is highly recommended as a professional space or as an office. 2 balconies, large open living spaces, 6 separate rooms, and 2 bathrooms. Privacy and tranquility while being located in the central part of the city. Tile flooring, electric heating and cooling with AC, alarm system and security door. And there's an elevator and low utilities for the building. Holy shit. Very cramped toilet. What, here? Well, for this one. But, yeah, it's got one of those shitty shower places, which I don't like very much. That's okay, like, that's doable. I think that's only one of the 2 bathrooms. But I don't see the pictures of the other one, so it's just hard to say. I don't mind it. Oh my god, this is sexy. 4 beds, 2 baths. Agia Paraskevi, so North Athens. It's missing a bunch of stuff, like the double wall, double glass and all that. But fuck, that's real wood floor, first off. These are chunks of real wood. That's a cool centralized fireplace thing. Agia Parskevi is a high-class area. I would like to live in a high-class area. That's good. It means I might meet some high-class people, including high-class girls. It's a crowded bathroom, but who cares? You're just taking a dump. Got some balcony space, but not amazing. Got some space. This is a lovely little place. A lovely spot. With this wood-fired, cool thing. Also, I think that's a hookah right back there. Which is kind of cute that they left that in. Okay, man. Okay. I see you, locations. This place is just so pretty. Fuck. Okay, I gotta stop going and just looking at apartments. We gotta close this down. We gotta shut this part down, because this is the fantasization portion where you're looking at these places and like imagining the reality. It's sort of like what you do when you know, if you see somebody attractive and you imagine your life together and getting married and having kids, and that's a little bit much, you know. It's a little bit much. You gotta step back away from that and be like, well, maybe there's a possibility there, but let's find out how we actually are in reality for now. Which is to say, let's step further back away from this and say, there are a number of countries around the world that I'd be happy moving to in the short term or long term. Greece is one of them. I'd like to go to Europe and spend a little bit of time there. And if I could spend a year or 2 living in as an expat in a different country, that would change my life for the better in a lot of ways, especially if I was living at an expense level that was significantly lower. Because what it would mean is I could save more of the money that you guys provide to me, because all of my money comes from you people. So frankly, I should probably put up a poll as to like, where would be the coolest place to live in the world, and to actually run a poll like that. Looking at the poll that I just ran, well, Sweden is now at the top of the poll, which is interesting. Sweden, Canada, United States, Japan, Netherlands, France, Brazil, Germany, New Zealand, Singapore, South Africa, Thailand, South Korea, Austria, Greece. I'm going to put my heart onto the Greece there. What the heck is an expat? It means an expatriate. To be expatriated is to leave your home country, you know? Oh, no graphic on screen. Right. I'm just looking at the poll results. It's not terribly important. It's just this. You can see Sweden, Canada, United States, Japan, Netherlands, Greece. Oh, a bunch of people putting Greece on. Isn't that just an immigrant? Yeah, it's an immigrant, but it's an expat. It's people who are expatriated from their original country. It's quite different, actually. In terms of the context, it's the same idea. Immigrant versus expat. Would be cool to have one poll with comments. Yeah, I believe it. Immigrants usually come in to live permanently in a country to enjoy quality life. Expats, on the other hand, are temporary residents who visit a country on a temporary assignment and return to their country. That's the idea. Is that it's a temporary thing. And that's what it would be. Because I don't know if I would live in Greece forever. I'd live in Greece for a while, though. Try it, you know? And then maybe I'd live in Japan for a little while. And I'd really like to live in Japan for a little while. But here's one thing. It's far more expensive to live in Japan. One thing that I could do is to live cheaply in Greece for a couple of years in order to build up my community and everything, and build up my income and build up my savings so that when I try to move to Japan for a little while, I can fully afford it. And, like, it's not a problem, you know? That would be really cool. That would be really cool. Temporary assignment of enjoying Greece seems good. I agree. I think it would be really fun. I'm sure Nick could lend you a bed in Greece to save money. Yeah, I'm not going to go parasocial on this. It seems like a bad idea. What I'll do is I'll plan this out with my roommate, and we'll figure out a portion of the spring or summer or sometime to take a break and go and, you know, rent hotels basically and live in the space, or Airbnb actually would be best, and live for a week or two in Athens and Thessaloniki, and drive around or public transport around or whatever, or walk around, however it works, and check out some of these rentals. Like, literally go to some places that are renting some houses and check them out, and see if we can figure out what we want to live in and how they look in person. I think that would be really good and really cool. I think just looking at going for expatriation would be really cool. So, that's been the stream idea for the day, was to just talk about countries and locations and population figures and undersea cable locations and other stuff, you know? It's also a free vacation. Yeah, no vacation is free, man. It's not free. It's for a purpose. It's for a purpose. You know? I'd be paying for it in the fact that I wouldn't be working during that time, or at least not in the same way. I'd probably vlog my travels through Greece is what I would do. That would probably be the thing to do, is to just show where I'm going and how I'm evaluating whether to live there. That would be the move, right? And that would be a great move, because what it would show people, one, that you can just go places, and that it's maybe less prohibitive than you expect, right? You know, I know a lot of people in my nearby area who are basically living hand to mouth, but they're making relatively good money compared to anything else, compared to most people in the world. So if they were able to just move, they would be able to actually hold on to some of that money, which is pretty cool. You ever watch YouTuber channels on living in different countries as expats? Yes, mostly like Japanese ones, just because of the interest. But it's something that I need to look at, and I need to look into, because there are already a ton of people who do this and have advice for doing it. You know, this is not a novel problem. The problem that people have where they're like, I live in the United States and it's too expensive, so I want to go live somewhere else and see how it goes, you know, or for whatever reason, I want to go live somewhere else, and I'll vlog it and tell you about how it goes. That's not novel. It's not new, which means that I can go and I can find people who've solved the problem already for themselves and find out how they did it, and just steal all their ideas and be better and not waste any time, because that would be really cool. Yeah, there are plenty of YouTubers already living in Greece as expats. I would believe it. And that's part of the thing is like Greece is a cultural hub. People travel there for tourism reasons, which means there's a constant flood of that. And it means that in Athens and Thessaloniki and some of those locations, there will be walking distance or public transport distance or quick taxi ride distance to some of the top tier clubs and nightlife in the entire world. Okay? And as a young single male, that's pretty fucking good. Is having access to a cultural center where people go for vacations and party as well. Because that means rubbing shoulders and brushing shoulders with a lot of people who are essentially wealthy, interesting, and living their lives fully. I knew a girl who went to Australia for a work holiday. She ended up getting trafficked and forced to work on a farm illegally for no pay and had her passport stolen. Is that how you pronounce the name of the city? Sounds very wrong. Ha ha ha. You mean Thessaloniki? It might be Thessaloniki, but it would just be an emphasis thing. I mean, I'll literally just...
Thessaloniki.
Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki.
Thessaloniki.
That's the one. That's how it's pronounced. Most of Greece is... so it's on the knee. Thessaloniki. So not Thessaloniki, but Thessaloniki. Yeah, that makes sense.
Thessaloniki.
Thessaloniki. Most of the Greek words are pretty easy to say in general. They just have they tack on more words to the word, kind of like German, where you just tack more words and you're like Eintagsfliegen, and you just add a bunch of shit to it to make one big word. It's fucked up. Fucking Germans. So efficient assholes. Such efficient assholes. Regardless, yeah, this is fun and something to really think about. The idea of getting trafficked and forced to work on a farm is important. There are reasons to travel with other people. There are reasons to learn self-defense as well as you can. And there are reasons to stick to relatively developed cities and nations. Because there is horrible stuff out there in the world. So, gotta be careful when you're moving anywhere or thinking of living anywhere, especially if you're 5'5" and a cute white boy, which is what I am. I'm a cutie white boy, who is very, very kidnappable. Very kidnappable. But anyway, I think this has been a hell of a fun stream and a lot of enjoyment on my end. I know that we definitely dropped a bunch of viewers as I got kind of lost in the sauce looking at apartments. But hey, we found a couple of houses and villas in Greece that are kind of fucking smexy, you know? Kind of like really smexy. So, I mean, worth it. Seems worth it to me. Hire me as a bodyguard, 6'2", and nobody can move me around for sure. Keck W. Yeah. Ari, I saw you were looking at Greece. I'm actually Greek. What's up? Where in Greece do you live? How do you like it? Enjoyed the hell out of this stream. Good, I'm glad, Nito. Hold on, let me grab that really dank apartment that I saw. That's just, like, so sexy. Cheap and safe. It ain't Crete. I live in Crete, and if you're looking for cheap, don't look here. Very well, I will not look at Crete. Bye. Oh, I know that one. I know the video of the guy who has pronounced it. I'm not going to pronounce it because it's Welsh. And I have enough problem with just saying Llywelyn. 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 It's not Llewellyn, it's Llywelyn. And I know that because of Dark Souls, because there is the Llywelyn shield. Sorry, not Llywelyn, Llywelyn. Unvoiced fricative, or voiced fricative? Fuck. Stupid ass bullshit. Alright, I'm gonna grab this house as well, and just send this to my roommate. Be like, hey, let's go live here. I hope that tuning into these streams every day will be part of my routine. I hope so too, Solar Wind. I've been making them part of my daily routine completely. Like 10 a.m., man. I was on time today, right? And I've been on time for the last couple of days, every fucking time. Right, so this is working, right? It's working. And the people know to be here, right? Because it's at a scheduled time. And I know to be here because it's at a scheduled time. It's really, really good. And, bitchin'. Okay, so I was just sending all of these, the couple of really standout banger houses that I saw. Just sending those off to my roommate. And I'm going to call it for this stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I deeply hope that you'll come and swing by tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow's stream will be about, but we'll figure it the fuck out, and that'll be interesting. Fractal Dreamers Fortuna Redux. All right, well, I'll grab that and I'll go listen to it as I go make my lunch, which is what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go make some food and eat the food. And then I think I'm going to come back and, well, let me see, actually. Let me see if I'm behind on Poon Poon, and I'll just let you guys know a couple of things that I plan to do. Because I might not record a new Poon Poon today, and might switch instead and just upload the last Poon Poon, and then use today to edit and render the double Mushoku Tensei episode, so that I'm all prepped for tomorrow. But I don't remember whether I'm behind one Poon Poon or not. There's Poon Poon 22. Right, Poon Poon 23 hasn't gone up on the YouTube yet. So I just need to put Poon Poon 23 up on YouTube, and then I'm on time with Poon Poon. And I don't think I'm going to read new Poon Poon today. But because I have to edit and render Mushoku Tensei for the double. Okay? And then well, the other thing is that I'm kind of looking at doing the whole volume of the last volume of Poon Poon all at once. Even though it's like 300 pages, I think it would be really cool to do it all. So I'm thinking about really planning that out and being ready to do that next Tuesday and just nailing it. I wonder how that double went down. Interestingly. It went interestingly. I don't know. I'll go through and I'll edit it and I'll let you know once it's online. But I'm going to get that up so that I can have it up and have next episodes of Mushoku Tensei out tomorrow as well. So, good times, good streams. Thanks for coming and watching. Support the channel on the Patreon down below. Check out the basics, which are linked in the description, the Google Doc. It's got some useful tips and tricks in it for life and stuff. So check that shit out. And in general, have a lovely fucking day and a lovely fucking life. Get some sunlight, eat well, hydrate. What else? Go hug somebody. Hug a person today. Maybe yourself. All right, bye everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Peace. And now I have to awkwardly go and click the button because